The entertainment industry thrives on unpredictability. But rarely does an event shake the foundations of both fandom and media, quite like the one that unfolded in Seoul last weekend. At the Koch's Convention Center, where reporters had gathered expecting a routine charity announcement, Kim Jong-kook appeared on stage flanked not only by Song Ji-hyo but also by members of her family. What began as a seemingly ordinary gathering quickly transformed into one of the most shocking press conferences in recent memory. The revelation that followed left fans stunned and ignited a wave of speculation, emotion, and cultural debate that continues to reverberate throughout South Korea and beyond. With cameras flashing and reporters scrambling to adjust their microphones, Kim Jong-kook spoke with his characteristic steadiness. But his words were anything but ordinary. "We have been thinking deeply about the next chapter of our lives," he began. "As many of you know, Ji-hyo and I have worked tirelessly in this industry for years. But we are no longer in our 20s. We have reached a point where family becomes not just a dream but a responsibility. Today, with our families present, we want to share with you that we are planning to have children." The room froze. The silence broken only by the rapid-fire clicks of shutters. It was an announcement no one had anticipated, particularly delivered in such a public and deliberate manner. Song Ji-hyo, seated beside him, nodded before adding her own statement. "I have always valued my career and my fans. Have given me everything. But I have also dreamed of becoming a mother. The decision to step back from work, to prioritize creating a family, is not an easy one. It is the right one for us. We are not abandoning our art. But we must acknowledge that life and love are larger than any role or any show." Her words, measured yet emotional, carried the weight of a woman who has spent 2 decades in the spotlight and now seeks a different kind of fulfillment. The inclusion of Song Ji-hyo's family on stage elevated the gravity of the moment. Her brother, who rarely appears in public, spoke briefly, saying, "This is a choice supported by both our families. We believe in their happiness. And we want the public to know this is not just about 2 celebrities, it is about 2 human beings creating a life together." The gesture of bringing family to the press conference underscored the seriousness of the declaration, making it clear that this was no publicity stunt but a heartfelt decision endorsed by those closest to them. The reactions online were immediate and intense. On platforms like Naver and Dom, headlines screamed about the family press conference and the baby plan revelation. Fans flooded comment sections with a mixture of shock, support, and concern. One top-voted comment read, "Never thought I would see this day. It is bittersweet. But I support them completely." Another wrote, "They gave so much to the entertainment industry. It is time they think about themselves." Others, however, lamented the potential loss of their presence on screens. One fan confessing, "Running Man without Ji-hyo and Jongkook is unimaginable." Industry insiders were equally taken aback. JK Entertainment, representing Kim Jong-kook, issued a statement just hours after the press conference, confirming his words and emphasizing their support. "Kim Jong-kook has been a pillar of our roster. But we respect his choice to prioritize family. We will work with him to ensure his transition is smooth, balancing his personal goals with any future professional endeavors." Meanwhile, Yuzu Rocks, the company managing Song Ji-hyo, echoed the sentiment. "Song Ji-hyo has carried the weight of countless projects, from dramas to variety shows. We stand by her decision and will adjust her contracts and schedules to allow her the space she deserves." This rare alignment between 2 management companies, entities often notorious for resisting personal decisions that affect revenue, spoke volumes. Their public cooperation suggested a recognition that the cultural tides may be shifting, that audiences are increasingly willing to accept celebrities as whole people with private lives rather than just entertainment machines. Analysts noted that this moment might mark a turning point in the often harsh dynamics of Korean entertainment. Relationships and family planning are typically hidden or denied until long after the fact. But why now? That question echoed through every news broadcast and opposite the editorial page following the announcement. The answer, perhaps, is in age and timing. Kim Jong-kook, his late 40s, and Song Ji-hyo, approaching her mid-40s, are acutely aware of biology's constraints. As Jongkook himself stated, "We are no longer young. If we want to have children, the time is now." The raw honesty of his admission resonated with many, especially fans in their 30s and 40s who understood the realities of balancing career and family. stripped away the glamorous veneer of celebrity and presented them as individuals navigating the same life challenges faced by millions. The press conference also addressed the inevitable question, what does this mean for their careers? Jong-kook announced that he would be reducing his variety show appearances and putting a pause on major concert tours. "Dance and music are part of me. But fatherhood will be a new role I must embrace with the same passion," he said. For Song Ji-hyo, changes were even more striking. She revealed that she would step back from film and television projects for the foreseeable future, focusing only on select endorsements and limited appearances. "This is not retirement," she clarified. "Redirection of priorities. I will still create, but at a pace that allows me to build the life I want with Jong-kook." Such declarations are unprecedented in a culture where idols and actors often continue relentless schedules, regardless of personal milestones. The notion of intentionally limiting artistic output to prioritize family shook the industry. Production companies scrambled to reassess casting plans, with some insiders confessing that ongoing negotiations had been abruptly altered. "We had projects in mind with Ji-hyo for 2025. One producer admitted anonymously. "But after this, everything is on hold. And yet, strangely, we respect it." Public response grew more complex as the days unfolded. Supporters praised their courage, noting that Korean society itself is grappling with declining birth rates and shifting family structures. Setting an example, one editorial in the Korea Herald argued, by showing that family can take precedence, they may inspire others to embrace similar choices. On the other hand, critics worried about the precedent it might set for younger entertainers, fearing that agencies could use it as justification to limit women's careers once they reached a certain age. The debate revealed deep cultural anxieties about gender roles, family, and work-life balance. Running Man, the iconic variety show that cemented much of their fame, faced particular scrutiny. Fans questioned whether the beloved dynamic duo would continue. SBS, the network behind the program, released a carefully worded statement acknowledging the press conference and promising discussions about the show's future. "We value both Kim Jong-kook and Song Ji-hyo as integral members of the Running Man family. We will support them in any decision they make regarding their roles on the program." The uncertainty left fans torn between nostalgia and acceptance, knowing that the chemistry that defined years of entertainment might soon become only a memory. Meanwhile, international outlets picked up the story, framing it as a groundbreaking moment for Korean entertainment. Western media, accustomed to celebrity family announcements, marveled at the cultural weight of the decision in Korea. Articles in The Guardian, Variety, and CNN highlighted the rarity of stars holding a press conference to announce family planning, emphasizing how it challenged the norms of secrecy in the industry. For global fans, the announcement humanized their idols, making them more relatable while also elevating them as cultural pioneers. Experts in body language and celebrity branding weighed in, raising the tone of the press conference. One psychologist observed, "Contact. Their shared poses. Their physical closeness, it was authentic. This was not rehearsed. The sincerity is what made the announcement so powerful." Branding specialists argued that while they might lose some commercial opportunities, the couple could gain new ones, particularly in sectors like family products, wellness, and lifestyle endorsements. "They could redefine what it means to be a celebrity couple in Korea," said one marketing director. "Instead of hiding, they are leading." As the dust settles, one cannot escape the sense that this was more than just a personal revelation. It was a cultural milestone, a shift in how Korea perceives celebrity, family, and authenticity. Staging the press conference with family present, Jongkook and Ji-hyo sent a message that their decision was not a scandal to be hidden but a life choice to be honored. It challenged fans to see them not as eternal entertainers frozen in the roles of strongman and actress, but as individuals moving toward the next stage of life. The question lingers, what comes next? Will the entertainment industry embrace their choice, adjusting expectations for other stars? Will fans accept fewer appearances, fewer projects, in exchange for the joy of seeing their idols live authentically? Or will the harsh machinery of show business, who is hungry for more, struggle to let go? Only time will answer. But for now, one truth is undeniable: Kim Jong-kook and Song Ji-hyo have marked a turning point. No longer simply entertainers, have become symbols of courage in choosing family over fame. And as the world watches, stunned and moved, Their journey into parenthood may well become the most compelling story of their careers.